A séance has been held in the great house at Collinwood. A séance which has suspended time and space and sent one woman on an uncertain and frightening journey into the past, back to the year 1795. At this moment, she is in great danger, for she has been charged with witchcraft and is on trial for her life. And she is beginning to make a strange and terrifying discovery.
Peter, I'm beginning to piece things together. And I think that Ben Stokes was telling the truth.
When he said that Angelique Collins was the witch?
Yes.
You saw him when he left the courtroom. He was babbling like a madman.
I know.
And you heard what he said when Angelique came to the door. He pointed at her and said she's dead.
I know that too.
And you still believe what he said?
I believe now that witchcraft was practiced at Collinwood. And there's only one person who could have been the witch. Angelique.
A séance has been held in the great house at Collinwood. A séance which has suspended time and space and sent one girl on an uncertain and frightening journey into the past, back to the year 1795. Fear of the unknown has turned others against her and placed her very existence in peril, and the forces of evil which have surrounded her fate now threaten a deadly end to her journey.
Did you get the book?
Yes, last night.
I wish there were some other way.
So do I, but I don't think there is.
Well, I have a feeling it's only going to make things worse.
Vicki, I wish I could tell you that the law was simply a matter of evidence, facts, proof, but it isn't. Emotions count.
I'm beginning to learn that.
This is a frightened little village, so we have to show them that they have nothing to fear from you. That's why you have to tell them the truth.
But I thought we agreed that in my case, the truth is the worst possible thing we can tell them.
We're going to have to take that chance. We have the book on our side. Nothing else has worked.
The judges won't believe me.
They're going to bring down their verdict today. And if we're not able to do something more, then just as sure as I'm standing here, you'll be convicted and hung.
A séance has been held in the great house at Collinwood. A séance which has suspended time and space and sent one woman on an uncertain and frightening journey into the past, back to the year 1795. Back to a time when the powers of darkness and superstition prevailed over light and reason. In that perilous time, Victoria Winters has been accused and condemned as a witch.
Well, Ben, I was beginning to think that you had been abducted. Where have you been?
Mr. Bradford, the young man who was defending Miss Winters, he was questioning me most of the night. Then I stayed on in town till the trial was over.
Miss Winters' trial is over?
Aye.
I don't like the expression on your face, Ben. What was the verdict?
They found her guilty, sir. They're gonna hang her.
A seance has been held in the great house of Collinwood, a seance which has suspended time and space and sent one girl on an uncertain and frightening journey into the past, back to the year 1795, where she finds herself labeled a witch and forced to endure a trial which could only have one verdict. For one person who could have saved her was unable to make himself known, and must settle for revenge on her prosecutor.
Good evening, Ben. Did you see Trask today?
No, sir.
I told you to.
Your father kept me busy here. I never got to town.
Did he sleep well, I wonder? Or were his dreams disturbed?
They were if you had anything to do with it, sir.
And they were. And they will get worse before the so-called Reverend Trask stops dreaming altogether.
You shouldn't kill him, sir.
Victoria Winters has been sentenced to hang because of him. He will know how she feels. He will see what it's like to be a prisoner, alone in a cell. Only his will have no door.
What do you mean, sir? What are you planning?
You will see, Ben. You will see.
A seance has been held in the great house of Collinwood, a seance which has suspended time and sent one girl on an uncertain and frightening journey into the past, back to the year 1795. And the secrets which still haunt the Collins family today, one secret concerns a man who is dead but still lives, and the horror of his existence can bring untold grief for those alive now, as well as those in the centuries to come.
So you're here.
Aye,
You've been drinking.
a bit.
I thought you weren't going to work for me anymore.
That was earlier.
Well, if you stay, I don't want you to moralize about me or about anything I'm going to do. Is that understood?
Aye.
Then we're agreed. I want you to go into the village immediately for me. I dropped my cane on the dock, and I didn't have a chance to pick it up.
What were you doing on the docks?
That's no concern of yours.
Will I find a body with the cane?
You will find no body. I was with a girl. She screamed. Someone heard, came running. I got away, but I left the cane behind.
Can the girl describe you?
She was hysterical, but we must get that cane.
Anybody'd recognize that as yours?
No one may have found it.
Told you this would happen, that somebody'd catch you.
No one has yet.
It started. Somebody's finally seen you. What are we going to do? What?